If the runners had the chance to slide hard and break up a double play cleanly, they were supposed to do it. If they had a chance to go hard into Brett at the plate, they were supposed to do that. Trips at extreme infield was like a drill his basketball coach would use sometimes, putting a bunch of guys under the basket and telling them to do whatever they had to do to get a rebound, short of assault and battery. The Cardinals did extreme infield for about 15 minutes, with only a few knockdowns at home plate and no need for the first aid kit, which Hutch always saw as a huge positive. Finally, Mr. Cullen announced that they could quit for the day if Darrell and Hutch could turn one last double play. Bottom of the ninth, he said. We're up a run, first and third. Double play sends us off the field a winner. But, and this is a big but, Cody, who'd been sent out to second to run, raised his hand. As big as Trips? The rest of the guys laughed. So did Mr. Cullen, even though you could see he didn't want to. Where was I? He said. Trips big old, Cody said. But, Mr. Cullen continued, you got to be sure you can turn too. I'm going to play you a couple of feet back off the grass. Not quite a double play depth, but close enough, like we do sometimes. If the ball's not hit hard enough, come home and cut off the try and run. Then he proceeded to hit a hard grounder to Darrell's left. As soon as Hutch saw where the ball was, he was as sure as Mr. C wanted him to be that they could get the double play. Easy. In addition to everything else Darrell Williams had going for him, size and speed and strength, he also had the softest hands for an infielder Hutch had ever seen on a kid their age, even softer than Hutch's. Now he fielded the ball with his glove hand. As he did, Hutch slowed down just slightly, wanting to have the timing just right, wanting to set his feet on each side of the bag just as Darrell turned and gave him one of his perfect underhand flips, wanting to be balanced as Hutch himself turned to avoid the runner and make the relay throw to first. Tommy O'Neill, who could just play just about any position for them, was the one pretending to be the batter running toward first, and he was one of their slowest guys. Brett Connors, Hutch knew, was coming from him from first like a city bus. Hutch got to second with plenty of time to spare. The ball didn't. It was still in Darrell's glove. Hutch knew he had to hang in there, even knowing Brett would take him out with a clean slide if he could, because that was the way Brett played the game. Come on, D, Hutch thought. Give me the rock. The only thing Hutch could figure was that even with those soft, sure hands, Darrell couldn't get the ball out of his glove. Now the double play was out of the question. Hutch just wanted to get one, get the ball in time to keep Alex Reyes, halfway down the line at third, from scoring the fake tying run. Maybe it didn't matter to the other guys, but it mattered to Hutch. Finally, Darrell had the ball in his bare hand. Hutch saw that, thought he even saw Darrell smiling right before he let it go, like maybe he was embarrassed to have messed up on what was such a routine play, at least for him. Except he was still messing it up. He didn't flip the ball underhand the way he usually did when he was moving toward second. Instead, he lollipopped the ball overhand, the ball floating toward Hutch like a balloon. This was one time when Hutch didn't need those eyes in the back of his head. He was sure he was going to get popped. He was right. This time he didn't have to pretend he was flying, the way he had the night before after he'd hit the game-winning home run. This time, Hutch really was.